Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. It's Kim with Kim's Inspired Life, and welcome to hashtag Deck the Year. Deck the Year 2024 has started, and Penny at Penny's Crafty Creations is our hostess. Thank you, Penny. And so Penny is inviting us once again to grab a deck of cards, any size playing cards that you want, or any type of flash cards, any size, big, small, tiny, whatever size you want. And every week, upload on Thursday, create an ATC and upload and share it with us so that we can be inspired and motivated to continue creating. And I have lots of cards around in my house. This deck of cards happens to be from the Bellagio. And so if you didn't know this at casinos, I'm sure probably most casinos, but this particular deck of cards happen to come from Las Vegas. And so what they do is, after they decide that the cards are not going to be used anymore, I don't know how many plays that is or how long, they go ahead and cut the cards, or they deface the card in some way so that they know that it's a card that doesn't need to be used anymore at their tables in that particular casino, and then they sell them, or sometimes they just give them away. So this deck of cards was in the playroom and just on our game bookshelf, and so I just decided this is what I'm going to use for this year. I decided that of course I wanted to have my first card be have 2024 on it in some form or fashion, and so I cut out a whole bunch of 2024s in this kind of blue color, and just because that's what I've pulled out of my stash at first, and then I thought, okay, I better go with like gold and black for the new year. And so here's some black, and then here's some gold, and so I cut out a whole bunch of them because of course I'll share some and I'll be using them in different projects. And then I decided that I was going to, when I cut them out of the black, that I was going to use the negative space as well and cut that out, because that might be fun to use as well, right? So I have a whole bunch of those as well. The card that I made looks like this. Here's the back of the card, the Bellagio, and I went ahead and put number 1 out of 52 and my channel name, Kim's Inspired Life. And so I'm using this really pretty paper that was gifted to me by Judy at my scrapbook loft. Thank you, Judy. And so I just used the gold and black, and I had to put a star right in the center of it, and here's some wood stars that I had, and I just colored it with this red marker, because also, if you didn't already know this, guys, Annie Creates and by Mimi with Love are hosting hashtag Enjoy Red with us this year. So we went from Enjoy Pink with us to Enjoy Purple with us, and now this year it's red. And I'm so happy about that because I love the color red. So I wanted to include that red here as well. Anytime, any day, throughout the month, you can share something. Annie and Mimi invite us to share something in our lives that's red. It doesn't necessarily have to be paper crafting. It could be a food that you've created. It can be something you're painting with red paint. It can be anything that includes the color red. And so I will include the links to both of our hostesses videos down below, and they'll talk more about the open collabs, and everyone is invited to join. If you watch the video where I shared the last 6 Deck the Year cards for 2023, I said that I'm keeping all 52 cards that I created for 2023, but for 2024, I'm sending them off each week in some Happy Mail to a different friend. And so what I did was I went ahead and created this card base, and I'm going to be including this on here just like that, as well as some of these goodies over here. So the friend that I send this off to can create some of her own cards if she'd like to. So that's card number 1 for hashtag Deck the Year. I think all of our friends that joined us last year are coming back, and we have some new friends that are joining us as well. So I look forward to not only seeing cards that you create, but I'm hoping that more people will share what they're doing with their cards as well. If you're using them to make a card, if you're using them in a junk journal, how you're using them and where you're using them, I would love to know that. Happy New Year to everyone. Thank you for stopping by, and I will talk to you again soon. Bye-bye.